So in this video we're going to be doing an unpacking and assembly on the ATV AF Flail series mowers. So the first step when you're looking to assemble the machine is you need to equip yourself with some basic tools. Side cutters will be needed for cutting the zip ties. You've also got a 24mm spanner and a 24mm socket, which is the equivalent of 15/16. There's also 13mm spanners, which is the same as 1/2 inch, 19mm, which is 3/4, and a 30mm, which is 1 inch and 3/16. You'll also need a 17mm or 11/16 if you have the boss bar option. The first step is to make sure that you're doing this on flat level ground, ideally hard standing, but if it's flat and level, you'll be absolutely fine. Get your side cutters so that you can remove the components from the crate, such as the drawbar, the axles and the wheels. So next step is to take the top part off the crate. I'm going to remove this. I am going to use a second person to help me lift it off once I've removed the 4 nuts and bolts. For this particular job, you'll need 2 13mm spanners or 1/2 inch, depending on what size you have. One other thing as well is there is a bag of components zip tied to the rear axle. In that bag is nuts and bolts for the parts that you need to fit to the machine to get it going. So, the first thing you need to do, once you've taken the top off, is to fit the axles on the left and the right. Now this is part of the swing lock feature. So now these are handed. Now there's a quick and easy way to identify which is the right hand, which is the left hand. You'll notice how the axle here cranks upwards. So on this instance you have a big nut and bolt here, which is a 30mm spanner and socket, which is the same as 1 inch and 3/16. And we'll just quickly go and fit those. Once I've done that, I'll need to change the angle, which I'll do with the height adjuster. Once you've done this, you'll need to torque this nut and bolt to 50 Newton meters, which is the equivalent of 36 foot-pound. This is about fitting the hand wheel. Now, this will stop the axle from swinging. You have the coach bolt with a square shoulder beneath the head. Now, this needs to make sure you get it in the square hole properly all the way. You then fit the flat washer, you then fit the spring washer, and then after that you put the hand wheel on, and you basically do this up by hand, and you do it up as tight as you can, which will fully compress the spring washer. First step when you come to fitting the wheels, you need to make sure the axles are high enough off the ground, which you can do with the height adjuster. In this instance here, for the video, they are already high enough. We then need to obviously grab your wheels, but also in the bag of components you would have found 8 wheel nuts, so 4 each side. So once you've got all of those in place, get the wheel, locate it over the studs, like so. Then what we'll do, we'll just fit the wheel nuts. Now you need to torque them up to 90 Newton meters, which is the same as 66 foot-pound. Once you've fitted these tyres, it will be a good thing to do is to check the PSI, the tyre pressure. You want to make sure that's operating somewhere between 6 PSI and 8 PSI. The other thing as well to check is after 8 hours of use is to make sure you re-torque the wheel nuts, just as they may well need to be tweaked up a little bit. So moving on to the front of the machine now, where we're going to fit the drawbar. For transport and crating purposes, this swivel plate is wrong way round. So what we need to do is remove this, remove the T-bar, and then we'll fit it into the 90-degree position. So when you're refitting this T handlebar, which is what allows you to offset the mower in use, is one really important note. You have a spring washer, so don't lose that, but you'll see how we have this shoulder. Now this shoulder will locate into these holes depending on the position. Now just it's worth note that if you haven't quite got that down in flush, it may still go tight because it's pinched. So you just need to make sure that when that is fitted, it sits into that hole perfectly. So, at the front of the machine, we're here to fit the drawbar. First job is to get the single bolt without the spacers and fit that in the rear hole of the drawbar. And then once we've done that, we'll then look at the turnbuckle linkage. So to fit the drawbar, all the bolts will be a 24mm size or 15/16. just going to highlight the breakaway hitch, which is in this area here. This is designed to be tight, so please don't loosen this. This will only operate in case of an emergency. So if you have an AFX or an AFR, you will have these power leads. This is to power the electric start feature of the engine. So this will be attached here, which is the engine side, and this will be the vehicle side. On all models, including the AFE models, you will have this as well, which is the kill switch. And as I said, AFX, AFR models, electric start, you'll also have the ignition switch key up here as well. So to help you remove the machine from the crate, you need to lower the wheels so it'll push the machine up off the ground. So what you do, you simply use the crank handle at the back and these wheels will push down. Now the wheels have taken the weight of the machine, we need to remove the crate. We'll do that, but if it's easier, you can also lift the machine out of the crate. Now there are 4 lifting points around the machine, as you can see, which are clearly identified here. Using appropriate D-shackles and a strop, you can now lift the machine out if you'd like to do that, whichever you find easier. At the front here, you'll notice we have what we call the boss bar. Boss bar is something that's used for large, tall, overgrown areas if you want to push the material over to allow the machine to cope with mulching it up a lot better. With the AFR, it's a standard fitment. It will be packaged with the machine inside the crate. However, you can have this as an optional extra on the other models, the AFE and the AFX. And when you fit this, you have 4 nuts and bolts in the middle, and then you have 2 bolts on the end with some captive nuts. Another popular option with these machines is the tandem wheels. So this will allow you to have 4 wheels and the whole machine can almost pivot, go over some real undulations, and we'll show you how you fit that because you may well need to do so. Now, what your first thing you need to do is you need to lift the wheels up so the deck will actually sit on the ground. So if you can do this on flat level ground as well, that would be perfect. So just to demonstrate, we have the tandem wheels fitted to this machine now. They fit on the same central hub from the original axles with just standard 2 wheels. In the kit, you get the axles, both sides, they're not sided, and you get 2 extra wheels to allow you to have 4 in total. So this has been the unpacking and assembly video for the AF ATV Flail Mower series. Hopefully you found this useful. If there is anything else you need from us in regards to this, please do let us know, get in contact, and we'll be more than happy to help. There is a separate video which is operation and setup video which you can have access to as well, and that will go through everything you need to before you actually use it, before you go and munch through some grass. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one.